Thank you.
Good morning, Rajesh.
Good morning, all. Yeah, thank you. So my screen is visible
Good
to
morning.
everyone.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So let's start with the first question and answers. Any questions in the previous session?
Yes, Rajesh, I have one question.
Yes, please.
Yesterday, you told to me we have two options to, one is the HTTPS and another one is SH key, right?
Hmm.
Why we require two actually?
We have a different methods are there,
Okay.
but one method is a normal method. Okay. So when you are connecting with the HTTPS credentials, the HTTPS credentials means whatever the username and password you are using in github.com. So this portal, okay, those credentials we are using. So this connection is HTTPS credentials. Okay, this is also secured only, but that much of not secured. Okay. For that reason, the SSH connection will be there for every repository. When a code will be copying to local system, there is a HTTPS option will be there, SSH option will be there, GitHub CLA is there. Okay, there are three methods we can use it. And another method we can directly open with the GitHub desktop. So GitHub application also is available. So Git is separate, GitHub is separate. So when I click this, there is a piece of software is available for various operating system. You can download and install it. You can download and install it. Okay, this is one method. Let me cover this concept also today. Okay, as a part of your question. This is a one more method. GitHub CLI, I will explain probably in this week only. So uh, for that, I need to prepare some scenario so that we will discuss later. So now this GitHub desktop, we need to install in your system. Once you install, it will ask to log in the credentials. Whatever the github.com you're logging, right? The same credentials you can use to log in this GitHub desktop also. No changes at all. What are the repositories you created? Everything will be displayed in the application. Just like it's a clone copy of your browser console. So how you are using drive.google.com in a browser on your laptop or your mobile, you're installing a piece of application called Drive, Google Drive application. You directly shortcut your opening and you are able to see all your data. Yeah, similar kind of application. Yeah, so let me finish this. Even this is also important, and a few companies and a few projects they are using the GitHub desktop also for easy access. Okay. There are various methods are there. Okay. There are various methods are there. Which are the most popular methods I'm explaining one by one. Hmm? And one more method also I'll show you. Okay, today. Two more methods.
Okay.
Yeah, good question. And be ready with after this point. And if anybody have any other question, please note down in a notepad and you can ask me. So whenever you have any questions now, so already I told you notepad plus plus need to install on your system. Better you have to put question answers one notepad and maybe during the practice, if you have any questions, you have please note down. Next day you can ask me. Okay. But mostly in a daytime, I'll be busy. Okay. I'm not able to answer your calls. Okay. So next day, anyhow, the first 10 to 15 minutes Q&A will be there. You can check with me. You can see here. This is the console. Now There is a project 2 is there. And this is directly connected to GitHub. Some project 2 is there. Add a local repository, add a new repository. These options are available. And go to repository option, push, pull, fetch. All options are shortcut is available. Okay. See, open repository page on GitHub in your browser. So view in GitHub. When you click this, you will get this console here. You can check this. This is my one more ID is there. This ID was connected here. I have a 2 GitHub account. So one account is connected here. So once you click sign in, this ID will be showing here. Suppose I signed in here with my ID. My repositories will be showing in this console. So click on repositories. See here how many repositories I created here for various purpose. So the same all repositories I can able to I can search here in this view. So now, so preview of pull request. So any request I pull from the github.com that will be showing here. And one more option is that if a repository created in this console and you're able to open with the Atom. So now we are using Visual Studio Code, Notepad++ like that. So there is a Atom application is there that we need to install on your system, and you need to open the console and you can directly write the program. Atom also one of the popular tool we can use it. Atom. So going forward, I will explain. So this type of one more option also is available. Okay. So that's your wish, whether you are able to creating or not, that's your wish. See, this is a local project we have created and we can pull and push that we can see here. This is one method. This is called desktop GitHub application. GitHub desktop application is one method. So mostly you can click start this console, type git, GitHub desktop application is that. This is different. This is different. This is from the GitHub application. This is one method. One more desktop application is there that is called go to start. We have option called Git. Git GUI is available. Git GUI, graphical user interface. GUI means graphical user interface. You can click here and it will open a small window. So here you can connect your repository. Okay. And you can do your work. So now explore working copy. Wherever your working copy you created, and you can go to the particular drive. Okay. So you can select this and you can work on it. So current branch is main. If anything you want to modify and you can connect, you can do that. Any remote repositories you want to connect remotely, there is a remote repository option is there. You can add the remote repository location. Suppose this is my address, you know, right, already. github.com G Mahesh Naidu. So this is address. Actually, those repositories, whether it is available or not, I'm not sure. Okay. So this ID will be whatever the data is available in the repositories level, the data will be fetched to the local system. So local system, this application will be act as a local repo. And after I create it, I can do my git push, git pull, rebase, branch checkouts, okay, rename, delete, reset, all options I can do that. Even merge also, we can do that. But one thing, once you completed command line practices everything, you can come here and you can practice the GitHub desktop or maybe Git GUI. Because if you are not, if you're practicing parallelly, there's a lot of confusions will be there because of you not understand the structure. So everybody initially they started learning with the CLA only. First you need to learn the CLA. So CLA is only the tough subject. Once CLA is completed, these concepts are very, very simple. Okay. Are you clear? This is a one more graphical user method. This is also one more graphical user method. Another method. Another method is, example, this is your repository. You can select. There is a final option, download zip file. Okay. Once you click this, it directly, what are the files are there in the particular repository. Collectively, it created in one folder. The folder will zip and it will give that a single copy to download. You can download to your local system. Now the file is downloaded. I'll show you what are the information is available. Right click, extract file here, open it. You can see this. Where is the git file name? .git file is available, right? Where is that file? You can check this hidden items. When you clone, from the Git applications structures like a Git or maybe any other methods, then only you will get that file name. Okay. Otherwise, when you download the zip, only source copies will be downloaded, other than Git structure. So this will be considered as a workspace. This will be considered as a workspace folder. So this is not a Git structure. README file is available. It's a text file, right? So this file is available for your doing your regular job on the particular application. I'm deleting these files. Any other question? Ravi, do you have any other question?
No, Rajesh, I'm fine.
Other than this, any other question now?
Rajesh sir, I have one doubt.
Yes,
Uh,
Ravi.
for the connection between using the SSH, is
Hmm.
there any firewall blocking for that?
Yeah, definitely good question. So firewall definitely will be blocking. I'll show you the architecture.
Because yesterday I have faced the issue using my office
You
laptop
are
is
you are practicing in your office laptop.
yes.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
why I have connected VPN. That's why it is blocked.
You're working in
Other-
which you're working in which company?
One of MNC.
MNC. MNC. Okay. Fine. Definitely they'll block it. So it's Git application is not a safe application as per IT standards. Really, it's a very important application, but Git application it's only provided for few people in the project, not for everyone. Even
Oh,
if you're trying to open GitHub web page, I think so, Raghavendra, the page is not opened. Am I right?
yeah, page is open, but only connection is blocking.
Connection is not established. Okay, some
Yes,
secret reasons. So you're not part of that particular group, you're unable to access it. That will be
yes,
going through security request and you need to get higher approvals. If you're asking now, definitely they will ask you, are you DevOps engineer? Why you need GitHub? They'll put more questions. Okay.
yes, yes.
So you're not able to answer this. Don't ask them, okay? Unnecessarily. Better you can
Yeah,
practice from the my suggestion. You have a AWS account.
yeah,
So you know how to create a AWS account and Windows VM.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, if no, no. So if you don't know how to create a Windows VM, we can help you. So you can create one Windows machine, and from that machine we can practice. We don't have any problem. That's a different
Oh,
network, right? So you can practice, huh? But whatever your question is a valid question, let me answer to you. GitHub
okay, sure.
connection flow diagram. You can see, guys. This is the GitHub connection flow diagram. Are you able to see this connection? This diagram?
Yes, yes, yes.
This is actually diagram from some other website. Okay, Oasis. There are, suppose if your environment is set up on AWS, okay, maybe you can consider this is your corporate network, your office. Maybe you're working in Cognizant, you're working in another IBM, huh? Wipro. Huh? Suppose your company services are running. This is your data center.
Okay,
So basically, your repositories, everything is created on GitHub. So GitHub is again connected through internet only. So this is a cloud service. Huh? GitHub is a cloud service. To connect this particular GitHub repository from your local system, what is the tool you're using? Git. Okay. Git will be connecting to your GitHub by using the some network. What is the communication port numbers? So what are the port numbers required for GitHub? Hmm? You can see here port number 443 and 80 for HTTPS connection. I told you know there's a two types of connections methods are there.
yeah.
One method is HTTPS, another method is SSH. So one method is if you're going with the HTTPS in your firewall, the connection you should open 443.80. 80 is not a secure. Okay, you must and should open 443. So what is the 443 and how it is needed? What is needed? So probably uh, the concept will be I'm going to take by tomorrow. So tomorrow evening, 8:30, I'm going to take one special class for security classes. Those recordings I will share with you. Okay. So how
Oh,
to install the certificate authority, how to create the certificate, how to install. So there is a Citrix class is going around the evening 8:30. There's a special class. So the recording, I'll ask you to send with you everyone. You please check that how the SSL certificate will create it. Okay. So the port number 443 is required. And one more method is there, SSH, right? SSH. So SSH port number, if you go to Google, if you type SSH port number 22. So 22 port number we need to open. So, but what we need to do in your firewall, the communication from internal to external, external to internal, okay, the port number should be allowed. Okay, the port should be allowed for your application. So, but it's not an easy task. So they will ask a number of questions. Why you are asked, why you are opening this? What is the requirement? What is the business urgency? They will give you a lot of questions. Okay, for your request only for you, they will not open. That's a
Oh,
project level request. Every company have some kind of VLAN will be there. Virtual local area network, VLAN. So in the VLAN level, they will enable it. Project levels. One VLAN for one project, one VLAN for another project they will create. So in the main switch level, the main switch will be connected to the firewall. So in that particular VLAN level, they will enable the port numbers for your requirement. Otherwise, you will be normally connecting with your office laptop, directly connecting to internet channel, right? Very, very few secured port numbers only they will allow it. So this type of Git they're not able to, they'll be giving. So what is the reason means? If you're getting access, you can easily transfer the office data to in public media. Yes or no? You can upload on the GitHub portal, just like a Google Drive. So there is no security, right? The company will not be allowed to access the github.com. Even some companies are provided, even Google also. Google Gmail also they provided, but you're not logged in with your personal account. You need to log in with your company account only. Even your company account also now type with a Google account. So even Google directly you can log in. Okay.
okay. Thank you.
Any other question?
Rajesh, regarding GitHub desktop, can we add the repositories in that or only for one repository, one desktop?
We can create a number of repositories, but we need to do initial configuration. My configuration is the old one, previous batch. That's where old data is showing. So I need to clean everything. I need to create a fresh one. Okay.
Okay.
My project 2 is showing right in the GitHub
Yes.
desktop, only one repository. That is a created very long back. Okay. So that is not syncing. So whatever the accounts is there, I need to clean up from laptop. Then I need to create a fresh one. Then it will be synced with the GitHub portal and it will just copy all the inventory. It will show in the local system.
Oh,
Okay, guys. Next, few concept I'm going to explain in next 30 minutes. So I hope you understand a few important information today. So second update is, suppose you created a repository. Suppose you created a repository. Some repositories are there. This is a GitHub repository one. This repository, I need to delete. Is this possible? This particular repository, I need to delete. Is this possible? Do you see anywhere the project deletion? Okay, no problem. I will explain the concept. So first of all, I will explain what are the options available in the repository. So you can easily understand what are the features are available and you can able to practice going forward. So in the repository, when you open, there's a code option is there. That's the first menu. So we call it as menu. Okay. So whenever I'm asking you, please go to the menus of repository, you can open this. Okay. Is a repository menus. So the first menu is a code. Here in the code, we have a repository name where there's a public or private, it will be showing here. And this particular repository will be showing which branch it is connected. So by default, whatever the default branch name is there, the branch will be showing here at the time of your creation, whatever you mapped. If you want, you can create a new branches. If you want you can create a new branches based on your requirement. I'll show you the branching concept tomorrow, complete branching. Okay, complete branching concept I will show you tomorrow. If you want, you can create a simple name. Like example, I can create a master. If you hit enter, automatically create it. Okay. But there is a behind some concept is there that we'll discuss later. And how many branches are there? If you click that and you can able to see here, there's a complete main branch updated 4 days ago by the user. This is your a perfect information about your repository. And go to file. There's an option called go to file. The exactly what are the files are available in this particular repository. We can directly go ahead and you can check this. Suppose you want to modify anything in this particular information, you can directly click a pencil symbol and you can update this. Hello. Hello. This notepad is created for GitHub repo introduction session. So after that, what are the changes? What are the modification it did? In the right side, here there is no option called save, commit changes. Commit changes. When you click this, it will ask, hey, I'm updating on the README file. Do you want anything comment? Okay. Notes updated. Commits directly to the main branch. Suppose what are the changes you want to update in the new branch? You can create a new branch and the name and you can update. The main branch will be safely, it will be available. Otherwise, you want to directly updating on the main branch, you don't have any problem and you can select the default option, commit the changes. Now data is saving. Now one step back, again code. So if you see here, what are the message I have written in the notepad, it is showing here. So you don't want to go to your local system, you need to update the notepad, not required. Even you can update here in GitHub. But all the cases not possible. Very few cases you can do here. Very few cases you can do here. This is called go to file on the repository of the GitHub and you can directly modify the data. You can directly modify the data. Saving option will be showing as a committing. Next option, add files. There are two files, two options are there. You can create a new file. You can create a new file in this particular repository. Okay. Suppose the file name is, so prerequisites, the file name is, please install the below sites applications and services. So now I'm creating a new file and I'm saving here. See, prerequisites, there is a file was created. Even files we can directly create on the GitHub repository. You don't want to go to local system, create, then git add, git commit, git push, not required. We can do that. But again, you need to update those information to your local system repository. Otherwise, it'll be a difference will be there. Yes or no? Hmm? So these files you are after modifying, so you need to pull the request from the remote repository to local repository. Then only both information will get a same sync. Otherwise, there's a differentiations will be there with local and remote repository data. Are you clear?
Rajesh, have a doubt, Rajesh.
Yeah, go ahead, Ravi.
In which condition we should create in the new files?
Maybe something if you required any you want to add information like just I am giving some software installation project you are doing, but prerequisites is not mentioned, but you can directly create a file and you can update here. Okay, that's your wish.
Yeah, for example, in real time, where you'll apply. That's the reason I asked.
You know, anywhere you can apply. This is some file. Instead of you're locally you're creating and you're pushing from local to remote, you can directly create on the GitHub portal. Okay, if you don't have time, you can directly create there.
Okay, got it.
You don't have time, you can directly create them, not a problem. But again, there is some conflict will be there. If you're creating this file automatically, it will not sync with your local system. Okay. Again, what you need to do, you need to update this information to your local repository. How you'll do?
By cloning.
Ah, you can do that.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Sir, I have one question.
Somebody is speaking, but voice is very low. Prashanta, right?
Yes, sir. So is it
Can you
audible,
speak
sir?
louder, please?
Sir, is it audible now?
Yes, audible.
Sir, yeah. So we have created this prerequisite branch here, but in the below the code we are seeing the main branch here. So like
No. Everything I created in main branch only. I didn't created anywhere. Okay. Suppose I'm giving a task to, that's what I told you, know, branching concept. Tomorrow I'll explain. Leave about the branching. Okay. I'm completely working on main branch. Okay. So
okay,
tomorrow I'll explain with some scenarios and some practical work. If you are also share your screen and you're doing something, I can work together. Huh? Some,
okay,
if
sir.
I'm explaining here tomorrow, there is no that much of encouragement. Huh? So,
Okay, okay, sir.
so today only we are working on main, huh? No sub branches and other branches.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Right.
thanks.
Now you can directly, you can select and you can work on it. Next, we have an option called upload files. Suppose you have one file you created locally. Okay. So suppose I'm going to D drive. Suppose run start ias.bat. Suppose there is a service we need to start IAS. Through batch scripting, I need to create it here. Okay, the batch script was created. So how to update this file from local system to remote system? Git add, git commit, git push. Huh? Without these commands also I can upload. You can go here, either drag and drop the file Hmm? Either you can directly choose the file from your local system and you can update the commit changes. Okay. Add files via upload. Adding batch script for IS service. Start with the scripting. So now if you want to give any more information, you can provide here. Okay. And I'm updating directly in the main branch, commit changes. See, that was added successfully. So two methods are there. You can graphical user interface, you can directly copy the file from local system to GitHub repository, and even you can download the file also. Even you can download a complete file. I already explained that concept. But if I'm giving directly this concept now, so you'll forget about the commands. So first you have to practice the commands because of commands are very, very important. In interview, especially DevOps interview, most of the people are asking to join with the online web video call interviews. During the time, they will share the system. Okay, you need to take the control and they will give some task. You need to perform it. So they're expecting command line. So you need a hands-on experience is required, right? So please practice. And finally, this option, code space is a separate concept which is newly introduced in GitHub. This is end of the class. Wherever it is possible, I'll explain. Okay. I will take care of this. Okay. Not that much of important right now. This concept I will explain later. Code spaces. Coming to the issues. Coming to the issues. So create a new issue and you can put the title and you can write the information. So whenever you're working on this project, if any issues you find and that particular issue, you can note down in this particular issues tab so that every team member have a same sync. Okay, these are the problems we are working at, so that we need to get an update every day. So then we can easily follow the cases. Suppose Windows IS service is not started after reboot the server. Okay, this is the problem statement. Okay, so this is the problem statement. I have submitted the new issue. Okay, right. So once this problem statement is ready, it is open. It is open. Open means what? The issue is created. Okay, issue is created. We are working on it. So after that is a chain link will be there, the comments. Maybe Raghavendra, he is working on this issue today. So he is trying to resolve the problem and he leaves some comments. So he followed some articles, he followed some troubleshooting steps and he's trying to resolve the problem. So restarted service, restarted service and checked issue is not solved. Okay. Close as not planned. Okay. Done, close, fixed, resolved. There are two options are there. Okay, close as a not planned. Okay, close as not planned, and you can click commit. And the second comment was saved here. Okay, second comment was saved here. So maybe I'm updating this information. So that's why my name is showing here. Okay, my name is showing is Warner. Maybe if you are updating, your name will be there. So enabled service as automatic. Okay, on startup. After reboot, the issue server IS is working fine. So close with comment option is there, right? Then we can close here. Now we can edit any point of time. This question is not related to you. Maybe is there a comment? Maybe the subject line is wrong. Maybe you can save your changes. That's not a problem. So finally, issue is resolved. Okay. Maybe this issue is not for you, and maybe you can transfer to a different department. So different one issue to another repository, or maybe another project. You will be handling it. You can transfer this, but transferring means the person need to accept it. So finally, when you go to issues, okay, the issues will be, we are going to track this. So even we have a different tools like Jira, ServiceNow, BMC Remedy, CA Unicenter, different tools are available. Microsoft MESD, different tools are there for tracking the incident issues in your project. But most popular tools are ServiceNow in the market nowadays. ServiceNow. Okay, Jira is the ticketing tools. But for this information, we want to note down there and we have to work. But updating these issues here only, working on this issue is very easily. But if you want, you can, in a two levels, you can track yourself. But whenever you are updating this ticket and in ServiceNow, this information was not showing there. So maybe when you are presenting to your team member, okay, maybe what are the work he did in the last 1 month, maybe he worked at 10 tickets here, maybe he resolved the problem, but all the 10 tickets is not reflecting on the service now. So but you had to create a duplicate a ticket number in the service now also. Whatever, whenever you are updating, you can keep update the same comment on the service now portal also, so that whenever monthly review and what are the tasks you worked on it, and they can pull the report and they can submit to the client. So okay, Mr. Prashanta or Praveen both are working fine. So there this many tickets are working. Maybe if almost all the tickets you're working here and you're not updating on the service now, they'll put question, hey, entire month what you're doing? Okay, are you sitting idle? They will ask you some questions. So be careful when you're updating the tickets on your system. Next up, pull request. Pull request means, pull means, right, whatever the repository is there, the request you need to download. That's called pull request. So any pull request is created that I'll get the notification here. So based on that, I can see number of pull requests for this particular repository. I can able to see that. So what are the team members, who are the team members are working on it. So in this particular project, and whoever pull this particular repository, then I can able to see this. actions. So actions means I can create a workflow. Okay, I can create a workflow. So we have a different kind of services are available throughout the world. Those services you want to configure with the GitHub and you want to do your work. So going forward, I will configure with the Terraform and Amazon ECS, Kubernetes, and other services as well. So during the time we can work on it. So right now, if I'm explaining, if anything, that's not a complete information. So let me configure this in the another topic with the AWS services or maybe other open source DevOps tools. So AWS with the GitHub, other DevOps tools with the GitHub, we will integrate and we will work together. So there's a connection flow creation. Coming to the projects, maybe if the project, if repository is we are working is related to any other project you are working on the real-time environment, the project you can link. When I click, there is no project here. First of all, you need to create a project. Whenever you're creating a project is creating, first you need a complete project requirement is needed. So at present, we don't have any project now. So we'll take a sample project like a HTML website project, Java application project deployment, or Python application project. Any one project we will take. The project title we will create, board we will create, roadmap we will create. Okay, what are the step by step? So then this particular project we will be assigned to the repository. So here team backlogs. So what are the whoever working on the team and what are the works are not completed, what are the works are completed, everything I can track from this particular project. Okay, this completely tracking purpose we are using. So with a scenario we will learn it. Okay, this is called project information and we can mapped with the actions. What are the task was completed, what are the task is pending, that we can manage in this particular console. Come back to the main console, go to the repository, again back. Wiki. So wiki is nothing but some kind of information to the team. So create the first page and you can create some information about this project. Okay, wiki. Maybe you want to share some information to the team. Okay, you are trying to fix some problem. Maybe you want to trying to tell about this particular project information. You can write some few lines and you can save it. So other people they can able to see and they can understand. Maybe you don't have time to tell to others. So you can come here and you can create your what are the thoughts you can update it about the project, about the repository. Some kind of blog. Okay. So security, so related to the make a tight security for this particular repository, some features are available. These features you need to enable it. Okay. So do's and don'ts. Okay. Will be options are available. So going forward, I will explain. So which options you need to enable, which options you don't want to enable. So GitHub security concept is that in that particular GitHub security concept, I will explain. Already I have few concepts I explained about SSH concept, HTML connectivity method. So along with that and how you can manage your GitHub account in a corporate level. So entire settings is available here. Entire settings is available here. Okay. Coming to the insights, if anything you want to check this particular repository as per the trends, how much the traffic was connected, what is the community, who are the comment contributors, how many commits are there. Okay, all the informations will be, you can see this is a monitoring dashboard. It's a monitoring dashboard. Finally, we have a settings option is there. In the settings option, At any point of time, you can rename the repository name. Yes, you can rename the repository. And maybe this repository, you can make it as a template. Yes, you can select the template. Going forward, you can build this same kind of application, use this template to create your repository in a quicker time. So that's the purpose we are using. And this is a default branch name is there. Okay. If anytime you want to change it, yes, you can change the name. And this particular template you want to download with this particular fixed display size, you can download it. And a wikis, everything is available already. So if you don't want, you can uncheck this. And if any issues you want to present it in the template, yes, you can select it. Otherwise, you can uncheck this. And preserve the repository. So preserve the repository means you can keep this repository for a longer period of time. So you don't want to delete any kind of archive programs. Some kind of pull request will be there. If somebody will be connecting to GitHub and they'll be taking this particular repository to the local system, will you allow or will you not allow? These are the options are available. By default, it will be allow is there. Maybe in some companies, they'll be put some restrictions, don't allow to download this particular merge files and all. These files options are available. And coming to the danger zone, this is a very, very important option, danger zone. Danger zone means who wants to visible this particular options, change to private. Example, already public is there. I want to make it a private. Yes, you can change it to private. And you want to transfer this particular repository. Maybe you are moving out of from the organization, maybe one project to another project. So going forward, you are not taking care of this particular project. You can click the transfer and hand over this project to someone. They will take care of it going forward in a corporate culture. And this repository is already project is completed. You don't want to visible on the main screen. You can make this archive. Okay, make this archive. Then the file will be moved to archive location. Maybe this complete repository is out of date, maybe is a malicious or something was there. And your company, your project and your senior project leaders, everything was decided. I don't want to keep this repository in our GitHub unnecessarily. We can delete this, we can delete this. Here is a delete option is there. Here is a delete option is. You can click and delete the repository permanently. Okay. So these are the overall repository options are available. Okay. And few things we need to learn in the upcoming classes. Are you clear? So daily, if you are checking these options, then only you will remember. Otherwise, no. There's a lot of options are there. Most of the options I explained here. Okay. Only these options you are going to work on it. Before ending this session, anybody have any other questions?
Yes, Rajesh.
Tell me.
Yeah, normally when you're creating the issues, whether in a DevOps end or else developer end, view created normally in the issues.
That depends on the situation, Ravi. Suppose the code was developed and you're trying to build an application. Okay, build is not successfully done. So now the build also taken care by DevOps engineer through CI/CD pipeline. So during the time, if build is not successful due to the code error, so you can update that, right? Just example. Okay.
Yeah, yes, correct.
Maybe any other related the particular project issues, you can update that.
Okay, sometimes maybe the code level
Just give me a
we
minute.
should
Just
code.
give me a minute. Yeah, please tell me now. Next question.
అదే కోడ్ ట్యూన్ చేసే లెవెల్లో కూడా ఏదైనా బిల్డ్ చేసేటప్పుడు మనం ఇష్యూస్ ఇలా రైజ్ చేయొచ్చు అనమాట డెవలపర్స్.
Any issues we can raise it, but we have a tool called Zira. Okay, Zira Confluence tool. The tools mostly we will use it.
Okay.
Even in this course, Zero also we will teach. Zero Confluence.
ఓకే ఓకే అంటే గిట్హబ్ లో కూడా మనము ఇష్యూస్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం అనమాట, అంతే కదా?
అది చెప్పాను కదా, మీరు ఇక్కడ చేసుకుంటే అక్కడ కూడా అప్డేట్ చేయాలి. ఇదేం అప్డేట్ చేయదు అక్కడికి. ఓకే, మీ రిపోర్ట్ అంతా అక్కడి నుంచి పుల్ చేస్తారు. ఎవ్రీ మంత్లీ who are employees are working on the project, how many tickets and how many issues are solved, how many are pending. So everything report will get generated. Based on that, your performance review will get happen. Okay. So otherwise, you'll not get a good. So some companies, okay, every company is doing some kind of variable pay. So they'll be paying every quarterly, or maybe some companies they'll be paying annually. Okay. So depends on your work only they'll be provided.
ఓకే,
So
గిట్హబ్
few
కి
people are
Jira-
few people are thinking like that. I don't get any issues on my company and just I'm sitting idle and I'm going. Okay, no problem. Because of company will not tell anything. So if until the budget is available, they will pay the salary to you. Okay. Maybe after quarterly, annually, or yearly, when they'll be checking the budget, so they will check that, okay, this much of budget is there, this much of work is completed. Okay. Is there any option to cost cut down? Okay. Cost cut down means first they will check in the employees. Okay, how many employees are working? For each technology, how many employees are working? Example, suppose one technology, there are 3 to 4 people are working. Can you check this out of 3 to 4 people? Okay, how much of work they'll be handling it. Suppose there's a 40 tickets. Let's assume it 40 tickets are there. 40 tickets, one person worked on 15 tickets, another person is worked on 10 tickets, another person is worked on nearly 15 tickets. So totally 40 tickets is over. Okay. But the two people are, one person will be 8 tickets and one person will be working on 2 tickets only. But he is also working in another way, but they are not updating. So what they'll think? Okay, one person, can you please move to the bench? Once they decided, war is one side. They don't want to share your feelings. They will put you in the cap or maybe some other area and they'll be trying to remove from the company. Maybe you're getting a 1 lakh salary. So why should pay them? So three employees are enough, right? So whoever 8 tickets they'll be handling, they will warned by the manager, and whoever 2 tickets they'll be working, so the person will be moved to the bench. So almost one employee salary was saved in the project. Maybe if the employee have the salary is a 12 lakh, maybe 1 lakh per month, almost 14 to 15 lakhs package he has already earning. So the budget is reduced to 15 lakhs. So maybe I'm your manager. If I'm removing the one employee, okay, I'll get a good benefit in the project level. Maybe I'll get some bonus from the company. So because of I saved the project, right, almost 15 lakhs rupees I saved it. If 4 employees if I'm terminated, 60 lakhs. If 8 employees if I'm terminated, maybe if 6 employees are terminated, 1 crore. If 1 crore, maybe if I'm saved for the year, okay, I'm a best manager in the project in terms of the management level. Maybe if you're giving the 2% hike and out of the how much amount I've saved for the project, how much I'll get? 2 lakhs rupees. If 2% hike I'll get, okay, the budget saved. If a 2%, I'll get a 2 lakhs rupees. Carefully, you can work on it. Now, nowadays, managers, how they're getting that much of good salary because of they'll be cost cutting. Okay, so what are the topics we discussed as of now? So please practice. Okay, and tomorrow we will work on branching concept. It's very most important. And be ready with couple of people along with me to share your screen, and we can do some live demo options. Branching, sub branching, this type of concepts. Thank you.